Hello everyone and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. I was supposed to do at least one last month. My keybinds are all reset. I hate when that happens. Control. That looks way better. Alright, cool. Third time's the charm. Hello everyone and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. It's been quite some time. I was supposed to get one of these out last month, but I got very busy. I did not get as many videos recorded and edited in time for my little hiatus. I'm sorry, it kind of just came up not really out of nowhere. I planned for like 2 weeks before it. Was like, all right, I need to do this to be able to get this many videos out, but then I didn't even think about a PowerWash simulator because, well, this is kind of like my time to talk to you guys directly, to the fandom, and talk to you guys, figure out what's going on, you know, like just put all my thoughts and explanations out onto the table so that you can interpret it whatever way you want, honestly. You can just throw it on the side, not pay attention at all, or you could actually pay attention to what I'm saying and actually have some idea or clue as to what's going to happen the next week or two, you know? I think it's going to be great. This is going to hit this Sunday. I'm recording this a couple days early because I'm finally getting back into recording. I know a couple weeks ago I had said in it was the Iron Lung video that I was going to get back into recording, and I was so excited to play Iron Lung that I didn't hop into one of these PowerWash games to flesh out all my thoughts. I just wanted to get back into it, and then last week was really busy for me, so I didn't really keep up with the videos. I'm sorry. And RatQuest really didn't do too well. Yeah. Nah, it's fine. It was a weird game anyways. Very trippy at certain points. But, oh well. I'm talking a lot. The point. What was the point? Oh yeah, we're back! We're back, baby! Yeah, so, I've got a written out schedule right here explaining what's going to come for the next 2 weeks, okay? Starting with this video here. And I'm going to try to stick to this schedule better than I've ever stuck to any schedule in my life, okay? It's going to be amazing. Videos every single day for your enjoyment. So you can just put it on, watch 30 minutes or whatever, and then just go about your day. Hey, there's going to be a lot of these panels. Oh well. Do I have the... I have the 3! This is going to make it so much faster. Also make it a shorter video. But, yeah. That's the main things I was wanting to... Oh, wait. Was there one for... Oh, was there... I'm remembering hotkeys. Switch that to that. Select extension I'm putting to there. No, that's not it. That's not the one I wanted, but oh well, good enough. I can get used to that. I have buttons on my mouse. I want to use them. Alright. Big news, now that I'm back and everything, been gone for so long, I am going to be trying to move out soon. I'm going to be moving locations completely into a bigger place. It's going to be a very big change in my life. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to affect the videos quite yet. I don't know when specifically that's going to happen. This is my big announcement, like, hey, I'm going to be moving, yeah, yay. Give you, like, maybe a month or two to prepare before I move. to understand, yeah, I'm going to be busy before I'm actually busy. I feel like there's plenty of time. You feel like a month is a lot of time. I don't know. I like to plan things out that far ahead, usually. But then I never stick to a plan. I don't know why. That's how I am. I love seeing a plan, love seeing that it's laid out, specifically planned down to like the millisecond, but then I never stick to it. I never want to stick to it. I just let life happen at that point. I'm just like, okay, cool. Life's here. This is like cheating. Oh my god. This is so much faster. I mean, to be fair, I'm 6% and 7 minutes into it. So that adds up to be 100-minute video, which I definitely don't do. So definitely needed to pick up the pace a little bit. But anyways, how are you guys doing? You should totally like comment down below and tell me how your day's going, how your week's going, or how your weekend is going, depending on what day you're watching this, because I may upload it a certain day. It may be a certain day when I record it, but it's a completely different day when you guys watch these sometimes. So, you know, I like to hear how things are going, not just on one specific day, but every day. You know. Yeah. Back, yeah. But cool, fun, yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I've been better, I've been worse. I'm very excited about the possibility and the prospects of moving. Got some new roommates I'm going to be getting. Very excited to be able to move in with them. Can't wait. It's going to be so great. Do 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 do. So, new things with me. What is there new? Um, I'm looking at possibly promoting in my job soon, so that's cool. Um, got some steps I got to do before then, but I think it'll be easy enough. Just gotta mentally prepare myself, I guess, to take more responsibility. I'm not the best at taking on responsibility. I kind of like to be in the background, letting other people do stuff, taking the credit for stuff. But you know, everyone has to have their chance to shine, I guess. So. I I shouldn't have swapped that. I don't know why I did. Alright, I'm swapping that back to there. Come on, God. Set that to there. Set that to there. I don't even know what that was at first. Uh, um. That's the one I had before. Cool. I like that. I like being able to select the entire part of it, you know, not just one little piece. Cool. This feels normal again. And let's get some undercarriage going. I feel like that's going to have more on the other side. That's still part of those inverter units. Converter unit. What is this converting? Converting the solar power to inverting and converting. Any experts in the chat that know how solar panels work? Because I've always been fascinated with them and would love to learn and set them up myself at some point. Far, far in the future, after I've actually learned a thing or two. I don't know, I like learning. Learning's a great thing. If you learn one thing every day, you're going to be 99% better by the end of your life. So if you don't like yourself, then you could still get better and better and better. You know, like constantly getting better and better at your job, at little crafts, techniques, anything really. You can constantly get better just by improving a little bit every single day. No, I don't want to pick up the equipment. Stop giving me the thing. The suggestion, the prompt, the pop-up. Alright, that's good. I love seeing these little things pop. Like, I wish each of those little bolts would pop, but no. Alright. What else is new? We're going to still be sticking to somewhat of the schedule that I made before. So we got Monday and Friday going to be Silksong until Silksong's done. Then we're going to find some other, probably a platformer game. It's going to be a story-based game for sure. We're going to have another game to play for those Mondays and Fridays, maybe separate between the two depending on how big the game is. For really long games, I'd like to do 2 a week just to get through it faster. For shorter games, I'm fine with doing 1 a week to elongate a little bit, make it so that I can get other types of stuff out, because I don't always like doing the exact same thing over and over again, you know? So yeah, we're going to have Silksong on Monday and Friday. We're going to have Soma, big return to Soma. I still have some old recording from it, so you're gonna see the old setup before this one, uh, in the first like video shoot, and then we're gonna start getting into the new recordings with Soma. That's gonna be on our Tuesdays for a little horror game playthroughs, and then Wednesday and Saturday are going to be our Sons of the Forest with our good buddy Frightful. I've been missing playing that game with him, and he's uploaded so many videos ahead of me, and I don't blame him for it at all. Like 100%, he can go ahead and upload them as he needs. I feel bad that I haven't kept up with the uploads because it is a series we're doing together. You know, we each go at our own pace. You know, I do more videos on a concurrent basis, like more videos weekly, but he does a lot better quality videos. And I've learned so much from collaborating with him, from viewing his work and all that. I am but the student. Maybe one day I can become the master. Alright. I'm climbing up here to finish this area up. Oh. Ooh. Pipe done. Cylinder going good. Piston. Oh my god. It's still not tall enough for this thing. Golly, that's so tall. Wow. I don't know if I have anything taller. I don't think I do. Alright, piston done. Nice. I was a bit worried with how tall it was that I wouldn't be able to get it done right. It is. Alright, let's get up here. Nice. I didn't think that was actually part of the pump. But cool, pump done. One pump is done. There's another pump over there. Oh, two pumps. Pressure pump and pressure pump. Okay, they're all pressure pumps. I wonder why they're so different. I don't know. Alright, that's going to be the last I do with that. Now I'm going to get these solar panels up here. Cool. How far in? Oh, wow. Yeah, pick up the pace a little bit, otherwise it's going to be a really long. Alright, Brock, buddy. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom through the rest of these solar panels and the pumps right over here, okay? And then you're going to bring me back to normal time, okay? We're going to do like maybe double time, maybe triple time. I hope not fast than that, but we're going to pick up the speed and you're going to throw in the best, most epic music you've ever found in your life, okay? Or made. Better yet, make it for me. Yeah. I don't know. It's a lot of work, but figure out something, okay? I trust you, Brock. All right. And back with some coffee. I love coffee. Oh my god. All right, so we finished the pumps, pistons, the solar panels. I'm kind of tempted to finish this since I'm already up here. Might as well. Yeah, I see most of it anyways from under here, so yeah, I might as well finish it. I really cannot wait to get this new place. I haven't actually visited any new places. We're just mostly in the planning stage, budgeting, figuring out what we can afford before we go out and move. But yeah. Might even be able to have some IRL videos soon. I do have some ideas about it, but it require a lot of convincing on my part to get them to debut into videos and stuff. Even if we, a podcast would be bad. Rumi's podcast kind of thing, just for the people who live there. That'd be interesting, to say the least. We'll see. I have a lot of ideas just stockpiled up, and just not enough time to do every single idea, but enough time to work towards every single idea. Because it doesn't matter if I finish every idea today. As long as I have tomorrow, I can work on the next one. You know? Alright, cool. Finish these pipes. I'm going to do this pipe, and then I'm going to move to that pipe, and then to that awning over there, the canopy panel. I'm going to hit what I can from above. Then I'm going to drop down. Because there's some stuff like right there that I need to hit from above. So a solar farm in the middle of the desert on top of a water station? That's a good question. You gonna answer it? Of course, it goes without saying. Well, I say it's a good question that necessitates an answer. So why did you? You can't thrust this. All right, I know you're thrusting industries. I'm very fixated on this because I deserve an answer. It's a good question. You can't thrust this question that deserves an answer onto me without giving me an answer. Why is it out here? Why on top of the water station? I feel like it's using solar power to power the water station so that it can pump water? But why? Why here in the desert for that? I get a lot of direct sunlight here, sure. I didn't necessarily mean to fall yet, but that's fine. With how fast those clouds are moving and stuff, yeah, it's gonna be almost always direct sunlight. I'll pass over the sun, clears up in the next like 2 seconds. Yeah. Ah, no way did I miss part up there that I can't see from down here? God. Alright, cool. That's fine. I'll get back up there soon. Soon enough. Alright. It always takes a bit for it to dawn on me how weird it looks. That my hand's off screen and yet my arm is moving this much. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. it's you can see that this is moving around, and it's not just me moving my arm back and forth for no reason. There's something happening when I move my arm back and forth. It's not a weird thing. It's not a weird motion. Don't draw attention to it. God. This is bigger than I thought it was when I first got into it. Oh my god. I can't wait to finish this game, move on to the second game. That's going to be so amazing. And yes, there is more content than what I show on the videos. Okay, just so in case you're wondering, there's a lot more to this game. If you haven't played this game yourself or haven't seen anyone else play it, it's a great game. You should go and buy it. You should go support the developers, buy the game, maybe even buy the second game. You know, great set of games. I haven't played the second game. I haven't bought the second game because I'm waiting to finish this game first. Okay, I don't want to have a bunch of games just sitting around waiting for me to play another. I am back with some coffee. I love coffee. Oh my god. All right, so we finished the pumps, pistons, the solar panels. I'm kind of tempted to finish this since I'm already up here. Might as well. Yeah, I see most of it anyways from under here, so yeah, I might as well finish it. I really cannot wait to get this new place. I haven't actually visited any new places. We're just mostly in the planning stage, budgeting, figuring out what we can afford before we go out and move. But yeah. Might even be able to have some IRL videos soon. I do have some ideas about it, but it require a lot of convincing on my part to get them to debut into videos and stuff. Even if a podcast would be bad. Rumi's podcast kind of thing. Just for the people who live there. That'd be interesting, to say the least. We'll see. I have a lot of ideas just stockpiled up, and just not enough time to do every single idea, but enough time to work towards every single idea. Because it doesn't matter if I finish every idea today. As long as I have tomorrow, I can work on the next one. You know? Alright, cool. Finish these pipes. I'm going to do this pipe, and then I'm going to move to that pipe, and then to that awning over there, the canopy panel. I'm going to hit what I can from above. Then I'm going to drop down. Because there's some stuff like right there that I need to hit from above. So a solar farm in the middle of the desert on top of a water station? That's a good question. You want to answer it? Of course, it goes without saying. Well, I say it's a good question that necessitates an answer. So why did you? You can't thrust this. All right, I know you're thrust in industries. I'm very fixated on this because I deserve an answer. It's a good question. You can't thrust this question that deserves an answer onto me without giving me an answer. Why is it out here? Why on top of the water station? I feel like it's using solar power to power the water station, so that it can pump water? But why? Why here in the desert for that? I get a lot of direct sunlight here, sure. I didn't necessarily mean to fall yet, but that's fine. With how fast those clouds are moving and stuff, yeah, it's gonna be almost always direct sunlight. I'll pass over the sun, clears up in the next like 2 seconds. Yeah. Ah, no way did I miss part up there that I can't see from down here? God. Alright, cool. That's fine. I'll get back up there soon. Soon enough. Alright. It always takes a bit for it to dawn on me how weird it looks. That my hand's off screen and yet my arm is moving this much. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You can see that this is moving around, and it's not just me moving my arm back and forth for no reason. There's something happening when I move my arm back and forth. It's not a weird thing. It's not a weird motion. Don't draw attention to it. God. This is bigger than I thought it was when I first got into it. Oh my god. I can't wait to finish this game, move on to the second game. That's going to be so amazing. And yes, there is more content than what I show on the videos. Okay, just so in case you're wondering, there's a lot more to this game. If you haven't played this game yourself or haven't seen anyone else play it, it's a great game. You should go and buy it. You should go support the developers, buy the game, maybe even buy the second game. You know, great set of games. I haven't played the second game. I haven't bought the second game because I'm waiting to finish this game first. Okay, I don't want to have a bunch of games just sitting around waiting for me to play another game just to play that one. No, nope. I've got too many games like that. Way too many games like that. I have all the Assassin's Creeds up to a certain point just waiting for me to play them. But I am never in a mood to play the first Assassin's Creed. And it's not like I haven't played them before. I played all the way up to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I never finished Odyssey. I feel bad about it, but I've just never finished it. Never finished the story. I got pretty far at one point. Got pretty close to finishing it, I guess. Or at least one of the stories. Because there was like a couple different stories that was going on. I don't know. There's the whole being a demigod, finding your sister and thing, brother, whichever point of view you chose. And there was the whole cult with that. That was an interesting story. But then there was also the whole war between Sparta and Athens. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Then there was also that mercenary boy. I think it was mercenaries, bounty hunters, whatever. Where you go kill people that were trying to kill you for having essentially a bounty on your head. Alright, I'm heading up. Oh god, there's so much I've missed. All because I couldn't stand tall enough to see it. I've got an idea that I want to try soon, involving the videos and stuff. It's going to be a pretty neat idea, honestly. I think so. So the whole thing is Archipelago. For those who don't know what an archipelago is a really fun gaming format where you have multiple worlds in the same game file, game instance, game world, right? So it's one combined world pool, and you just randomize all the items in those worlds across that whole one singular pool. And from there, just you just play each game to unlock stuff in the next games, and go through all the way through until you win everything. Beat every single game. You'll have unlocks hidden behind other unlocks and games that you can't progress in until you progress in another one. You could do it solo, you could do it multiplayer. It's really fun. I've learned a lot about how to set them up, and I think I can host them now on my computer, but that's going to take a little testing to verify that I can 100% do that. Alright, that's all these pipes done. Now time for the canopy. And do the underside. Do this side first, to the underside. This side of the underside. So make divots in there. Gonna have to look both ways. I need coffee. Coffee. It's hot. It's very, very hot, but it's my coffee. Oh yeah, that is nectar, honestly. That's like the best thing you've ever tasted in your life is coffee. Has to be. Whether you know it or not, it's quite literally the best thing to have ever entered your life. You could hate the taste, but all coffee tastes different. It's just how you make the coffee. Different ways to make the coffee, different ways to like the coffee. A lot of it is an acquired taste, sure, but not all of it is. There's coffee that the first time you taste it, you're like, oh my gosh, that's really good. It's better than any other coffee I've ever had. And then you're like, this is the coffee I want from now on. That's how it works. Like, you could go from that to another coffee that's not so delicious in initial point of view, but then you start getting in enough, it grows on you, and then you like coffee. Like, I don't get why there's so many people that are like, nah, coffee tastes horrible. It's disgusting. No, you just haven't had the right coffee. If you had the right coffee, like once or twice a week, you'd understand this is why everyone likes coffee this much. Okay, I get it now. I've been drinking coffee since I was a little kid. Coffee is amazing. I love it. I fell in love with it a long, long time ago. I wanted to grow up. I wanted to be like the adults, so I wanted to drink coffee like my mom. And the way she made it back then, it was very sweet and had a lot of flavor in it. So that's how I first grew up learning to drink coffee. But I've learned since then to drink it many, 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 many different ways. And I like just about every way. I prefer warm coffee. That's just my personal preference. I'll drink cold coffee. I knew someone that would drink cold black coffee, and that was weird to me. But I could understand if it is already cold and you don't feel like warming it up, or like, I don't know, you had some that was warm and then it got cold. Sure, I could understand those point of views for having cold black coffee. But I don't get brewing a pot of coffee just to let it cool down and then drink it with no flavor. I don't know. But I've known people that actually really like that, so not Not all coffee's for everyone. Some coffees are for weird people. But I still accept them nonetheless, you know. They're still allowed in our society, you know. As long as they like coffee. I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking directly into your soul. If you do not like coffee, there's something wrong with you. You're just not accepting who you could truly become by just accepting the coffee. That's just how it is, you know? I don't make up the rules. I just convey the rules and explain how they should be interpreted by the higher aboves in the echelons above us, clearly above us, you know, because you know, coffee is above everything. Cool. All right, all right, all right, all right. Coffee. I think tonight's going to be a long night. I think we're going to stay up pretty late trying to get these videos ready. And I am all for it, honestly. Editing is going to be a bane to my existence because I'm going to have to remember how to edit all these things, how to do everything. I need to figure out a faster editing process where I can still do everything I want to editing wise, but not have it take up all the time that it does. Because I take shortcuts with editing all the time. I get lazy and I don't follow through with some of the ideas I have for editing, and I'll have long snippets of just unedited bits in the videos. I don't know. Editing takes a lot out of me sometimes. But then other times I'm like having fun, I'm diving in, I know exactly what I want from something, or I'm trying something new, I'm like, okay, let's figure out how to do this. And then I have so much fun that I just keep going out on editing for almost longer than I actually spent time recording and creating the video. Editing's a fickle process. And there's so much of this underside that I still haven't even touched. Oh my god! This is taking forever! Yep. What else do I have to talk about? What else can I use to keep you guys entertained? Archipelago. Did I ever finish the discussion about Archipelago? I know I brought it up, and then I got coffee, and I was excited about coffee. Archipelagos are going to be fun. I've got a very special one planned soon that I kind of want to break out and do. It's just going to be a little hard to figure out how to do it properly, but I'll figure it out, you know? Might be time to introduce a dual laptops or dual computer setup. Not laptop. I'm not even on a laptop right at the moment. Why would I downgrade to a laptop? No. I might have a laptop and my desktop together to figure out how to do some archipelago fun stuff, while also not taxing my own computer by switching the stream over between applications like that. Because some games don't like it when I tap out, like, at all. They don't like it. The game will break. My computer is okay, but the game itself will just break itself. And I don't like that, so. Oh yeah, something to talk about. That Hollow Knight video that I wanted to make, I might end up having to scrap it because I ruined that save that I was on. So I need to play through the whole game again just to actually get it, get the get to the point where I was. And yeah, I have a lot of already covered video footage, but at the same time, is it even worth it to try again, start over and stuff? I still have the footage. Like, come on. It was a lot of gameplay just to get that far. I suppose I could, but it's gonna take a lot of work. I don't know how long it'll take to feel ready or even be ready. So I suppose you guys could let me know in the comments if you actually do want to see more of the video, because or more of those not Hollow Knight video theory crafting videos, because I did have a lot of fun with the first one and I wanted to make another one, but I don't know, it's just gonna be so much work. Not like I'm not afraid, not like I'm afraid to put in the work, but it's going to be a lot of work after I already messed up as much as I have on it. And I have still been getting comments on that video about how I misspoke and misnamed things, and I'm sorry, but not sorry at the same time, because as I explained in one of the comments, I didn't use spells my entire first playthrough, so I didn't even know what they were called. I also have trouble remembering names, whether it's names of items or names of people. I just have trouble remembering it a lot of the time, unless it's been told to me 100 times. And now, it's it's definitely been told to me many, many, many times. So I will not forget at all the names of those spells ever again. Don't test me on them, because I know I'm gonna say the wrong one, thinking, "Oh, it's this." No, don't test me on it right now. But I will never again say the wrong name in a video. I will make sure to check on my grammatical errors in my what's the word? What's the word for it? My what is the word for it? I'm trying to think of something that is along the lines of staying loyal to the source, but not the word loyal, because I don't know, the word loyal feels wrong in this context. I mean, I guess it could work, kind of. There's so much solar panel. Oh my god. Have any of you guys ever wanted to just become some kind of content creator, whether it's being like one of your big famous content creators on YouTube, on Twitch, Kick, or actually like making video games, making movies, anything like that. Like, I think it'd be really cool no matter what you do. But one of the things I was always drawn to was making video games. For the longest time, I was like, I could never do that. There's no way I could ever actually do that. But I don't know. I I really like to make a video game, and there's always no better time to start than the present because then I can start getting through. Like I've already started trying a couple times, and I've lost all progress that I had ever done. And I actually had a lot of progress done for a while on some games, but I never finished anything. Could never get around to actually completing it, so I just scrapped away till I lost it. But doing it did give me a lot of experience in getting started and learning the basics on how to do a lot of stuff like that. Because the way I view it, the first thing you need is one of two things. You either need a really good story or a really good gameplay mechanic, and you can build the other around whichever one you have. So if you have a really good story, you could build a really cool gameplay gimmick around that story to make it all lore heavy and all cool and stuff. Or if you have one really good game mechanic, which in my opinion, this is how Five Nights at Freddy's got started, was they had this cool mechanic of checking cameras and then hiding and conserving power. And so it was just this mechanic of flipping, flip, click, 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 specifically clicking to get information. And then it built a lot of lore around that. Like lore was there's no way you're telling me lore was the main purpose of that game. No, lore was a secondary objective after they got the gameplay mechanic down. Then they were like, okay, let's throw in some lore. Let's create a reason to be here. Stuff like that. That's how I view it as being made. And it's a great way to make a game, yeah, because you have a really strong replayable aspect that people can enjoy on it. But then you also have a good story that follows around that lore, around that mechanic. But then you have games like PowerWash Simulator is another game like that where you build the game itself and you don't really plan the lore or the story. You're just like, all right, let's go through. Let's just throw in some filler to give you some inkling to why you're just randomly washing this thing and then wash it. And it's such a really good game mechanic that you can just copy and paste it onto so many different items from so many different places. Like there's so many crossovers in the DLCs that I am eventually going to get to, and that's going to be amazing. They're just really cool. All right, we're at 73%. All that should be left is this center building. I'm gonna get that ladder real quick. I'm gonna get everything I can get from the bottom. Oh, I didn't do that pipe. I thought I did all the pipes jutting in. Have you ever had your arm just get sore from being extended out while playing a video game? It's very uncomfortable. I don't know why I just let it happen for so long. Now my arm feels weird. My fingers are feeling numb. I need a better wrist pad to protect my wrist and my hands while gaming. Especially if I'm going to be like at a desk for good, I don't know, 70-80% of my life. I'm trying to sit up a little, take care of myself, my posture, my back. Which, this is your reminder, if you have not, while you're sitting at your desk or laying down, fix your posture, because you don't want to end up with a bad back like a lot of people, like a large portion of people that are chronically online. You should take care of your body while you can, while you still have your body. Don't just wait till it's too late to start taking care of it like a lot of people do. Take care of it now, while you can, while you have power. There was a water shortage, and there was a mining rig from the mayor? What the heck? Have I not been paying attention to enough of these? Because where did that come from? I didn't ask any of those, so you could wind your own neck in and just leave me alone, buddy. You're the one who hired me for this job and is planting questions in my mouth, putting words in my mouth, making me say these things that I didn't actually want to say. You just wanted me to say so you could just sound cool and be like, yeah, shut up, get back to work. Like, what? That's not the agreed upon arrangement. Come on. Oh, speaking of newer games, I don't know when I last talked about games, but there's some newer games that came out. One specifically is in early access that I've been having loads of fun with, is Slay the Spire 2. I've been telling everyone I know about this game. It is an amazing game. I love it. And even though it's in early access, it feels like a full, complete game compared to a lot of games that have fully released in the last few years. Like, yeah, there's art missing in occasions, there's story missing here, there, but other than that, it's a complete game. I'll give it to it. It's a really well-made game. Now, there are some balancing issues, yeah. Occasionally here or there. They're working on fixing every problem with it, but there's also innate multiplayer. So for any of you who've not played Slay the Spire, the first game, or the second game since it's been out for like a couple weeks now, it is an amazing game. It's a deck builder roguelite. It's a really cool game where you just build your own deck. You have different starting decks, but with different characters, and you just work on building a good enough deck to beat all the enemies and make it to the end of the tower. Slay the Spire. Because that's the whole point, is to just slay the Spire. The Spire's living. In the first game, the Spire was living. In the second game, it's the architect at the top of the Spire that you're trying to kill. It's really cool. And it's really fun. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've played it just about every day since I've gotten it. Been a lot of fun. This water tank is so big. So fucking huge. Rust Industries, yeah. This is like a 50-gallon drum, and I'm like one of the people from Honey I Shrunk the Kids that got shrunk all the way down to ant size. That's the size difference here between me and this gigantic water tank. Well, we're getting pretty close to the end. Can't wait for the schedule to come out properly. Um, I don't know. I might actually like create a fancy looking schedule. I don't know. Excuse me. And we'll see how well it turns out. If not, then you'll have the schedule from this video. Don't complain. You have a schedule here where I have talked on and on about getting everything ready. Next week, next Sunday, we're going to have a really cool game called Monument Valley that I got for free, but I want to try it out, and it seems like a chill game. So we're going to have our little chill game Sunday and play it. And you're not going to complain. I'm going to love this game. You're going to love it even more, and we're going to just have a fun time. Where I'm taking this car right back where I got it, and you're just never going to see another video of it, you know? Is what it is. Don't beg, don't cry. No. You're gonna man up, and you're just gonna take it, you know? You're just gonna be a little bitch baby, you know? But it's okay, because we're gonna have a great time. Or else. And done with that one. Done with that one. All right, just this large water tank and the platforms around it. Finally got the ladder. God, I was wondering how long it'd take for that. Since I have nothing else to talk about rock, we're going to get back to that epic, cool music. Except you're going to play it at 0.75 speed. And you're also going to play it at 0.75 volume. Don't know exactly how that adds up, but you're going to do that, okay, buddy? All right, Bosh. All right, let's go. All right. All right, last three things. And I think they're all, yep, they're all three up here. Cool. So I got the cap, the seal, and the roof. The roof is going to be the longer one because it's the biggest thing. We got a lot of it already washed off without fully meaning to wash all of it off. Good. That going. Did about half the cap and the seal. Cool. All right. Oh my god, no. Crap. Sticks, crap. There we go. Brock, what happened to the music? You're supposed to still be playing. Alright, here we go. There we go. Come on, 99% is wild. There we go. That's the roof done. Now for the seal. And the cap. And voila. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Stay skeptical.